Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Okay, we're jumping right in today because we're doing something super specific. We are putting a single, massively viral sentence by YouTube creator Hafiz Mugira right under the microscope. Over the next few minutes, we're going to tear this thing apart and figure out exactly how he engineered these exact words to totally capture our attention.
So here's the exact Urdu quote from our source material. Thus, secret ChatGPT prompts that 95% of people don't use, but if you use them, you will see best-level results. Now, if we translate that into English, it's basically 10 secret ChatGPT prompts that 95% of people don't use, but if you use them, you will see best-level results. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, actually, this entire explainer is all about breaking down the anatomy of this one incredibly powerful hook. Seriously, every single word here is doing some serious heavy lifting.
Okay, let's dive into this and look at the first big piece of the puzzle, the actual viral claim itself, and that irresistible promise of hidden knowledge. Notice right away how this claim starts off. He doesn't just say, hey, here are some prompts. No, he gives us a highly specific, totally finite number, 10. You know, when you're endlessly scrolling and you hear a number like that, it instantly grounds you. It promises this neat, structured list. And let's face it, our brains absolutely love structure. By capping it at 10, it tells you exactly what you're committing to. It's not some endless, overwhelming lecture. It's a quick, digestible package of value. And look what's paired right next to that number. A word that honestly changes the whole game. Secret. I mean, he could have easily said useful prompts or good prompts. But by calling these ChatGPT prompts a secret, he's immediately implying that you, the viewer, are currently out of the loop. You're missing critical information. A secret creates this instant, massive curiosity gap. If there's a secret out there about a tool you use every day, you obviously want to be in on it, right? It totally transforms a standard software tutorial into a massive revelation. Let's move to and see how this builds, because now we get into this really wild exclusivity rule. Think about this massive percentage for a second, 95%. This is where the hook shifts from just, simple curiosity into a really bold statistical claim. Objectively speaking, telling people that 95% of them are completely missing out creates a huge dividing line. It's a very deliberate number. It's not some coin toss 50-50 split. It is an overwhelming majority. He's basically telling you that almost everyone else out there is doing it completely wrong, or at the very least, operating at a huge disadvantage. And the contrast here is just incredibly powerful. By comparing that 95% who don't use the prompts with this implied elite 5% who actually do, the statement expertly triggers a major sense of FOMO, fear of missing out. Before you even finish hearing the sentence, it positions you right there in the dark with that 95%. But at the exact same time, it dangles this golden ticket in front of you. It offers a super simple way out of the uninformed majority and straight into the exclusive, high-performing 5%. You literally just have to keep paying attention. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the ultimate payoff that he's offering here as we get to the end of the sentence.
The hook wraps up with the phrase best level results, which translates directly to best level results. This is such a fascinating choice of words. It's incredibly alluring, but honestly, it's entirely undefined. Like, what does best level actually mean? Does it mean faster writing, better code, making more money? Well, it doesn't even matter. By keeping it super broad but overwhelmingly positive, you end up projecting your own personal desires right onto that promise. It becomes this ultimate promise of productivity and success, perfectly tailored to whatever it is you want to get out of ChatGPT.
So putting it all together, you can really see this whole psychological journey that just one single sentence takes you on. It is this perfect three-step roadmap, all mapped out in just a few seconds of audio. Step 1, discover 10 hidden secrets, which instantly sparks your curiosity. Step 2, leave the 95% behind, triggering that exclusivity and escaping FOMO. And Step 3, achieve best-level results, giving you that ultimate payoff. It literally moves you from total ignorance to the promise of exclusive mastery in one fluid motion. So, the crucial point is how it leaves you hanging right at the very end. The source material actually ends abruptly right here. It makes this huge promise and then brilliantly just withholds the actual content of the prompts. And trust me, this isn't an accident. By stacking all of those psychological triggers, the numbers, the secrets, the massive percentage, the promise of elite results, and then just pausing, it forces you to lean in. The engagement is totally maximized because the tension is literally at its absolute highest peak. You simply cannot walk away from this without finding out what comes next. Which brings us to the ultimate result of this hook. After hearing that one carefully engineered sentence and realizing you might actually be in that 95% who are missing out, you're left with this undeniable, burning urge to know more. You just have to ask yourself, what could those 10 secret prompts possibly be?